Adding a water slide decal to your clear wine glass before you paint it with resin is a great way to add a little bit of texture and extra depth to your glass. Stay tuned and watch how I do it, ocean style. I'm going to use this one and this one. I'm just speeding this up so you don't have to watch me cut meticulously around all of these little decals. I could have set this to print and cut on my Cricut, but I just didn't want to do it. Remember, when you're using water slide paper, you want to always make sure to read the directions on your particular brand. When you print, you want to let your ink completely dry, and then you want to seal with a clear, some kind of a clear spray. I use Rust-Oleum. You want to seal, spray 3 times and seal it really well, and then let it dry between each coat. I made the mistake of not letting it dry, and I had a little bit of a mess. So I've got some water in a little tub, and I'm going to let these soak in that water. And all right, so these have been cleaned. Oh man, look at that. See, that's what I mean. This is what happens when you don't seal your decal all the way. But we're going to make it work. All right. So now we want to put a little bit of water on our glass. I think this one is this way. And you want to set it on your glass and just gently slide paper out. And I'm going to get my little brush. And just push out wrinkles and push out any air bubbles that you have. And it looks like I might not have sealed this one, because see how the ink is coming off? I might not have sealed that one enough, so it's coming all off. But because we're covering this with resin, I'm not worried about it. I'm going to make this work. And this one too. I just did not seal well enough, but we're going to make it work. Just drop a little bit on here, and just very gently you want to slide it out, and then just toss your paper in the trash. Yeah, this one came out a little bit better. So remember, if you have a big water slide and you have a curved glass like this down right here, we do have a couple of little wrinkles, and I'm just going to try to get them out, but I don't want to mess it up. These water slides are really fragile, like almost like tissue paper. So that one is good. That one's good and flat. Okay. So now we're going to let that dry, and we're going to come back in, I don't know, about an hour and see what we have. Okay. So the next step is going to be adding glitter, and I'm sorry about the voiceover, but I'm taking Aleene's clear tacky glue. This is the best stuff. I love it. And I'm just going to do a thin line around the outside of my water slide. I've put the glue into a smaller bottle just to make it easier for my arthritic hands to handle. And the opening is not big enough, really. I need to make it a little bit bigger. Just snip it off with scissors. And I'm just putting a really thin layer of the glue around the edge of my water slide. And honestly, I didn't think this through very well because I didn't have a piece of paper underneath to catch the excess glitter. So I'm just shoving everything out of the way and just getting, you know, a piece of paper to put down underneath my glass so that I can catch the glitter. Otherwise, you end up with a glitter all over your hands, all over your house. And I did turn my fan off because the last time I was playing around with glitter, I ended up with glitter blowing all over my workspace. So just putting a little bit of silver glitter, and this stuff is so fine. It is like super fine sugar or something. It's going to end up getting everywhere anyway, in my hair, my dogs. And I'm going to set that one aside and then do the other one. I think this one I'm going to put along. I don't want very much. I just want a little bit of glitter, and daggone, this glue is thick. So I'm just putting the silver glitter along the bottom part of the underside of the belly of the turtle. So just a little bit, not very much at all. I don't want a whole lot of glitter. And then just putting a little bit of glitter on and then tapping it off the best that I can, and I'm going to let that dry. But the purpose of the paper is to catch the extra glitter so that you can put it back into your container. So put the lid back on, make sure it's shut because otherwise you end up with a mess. Now I have a couple of neat blue glitters. That one's really pretty. That one's more like a, I don't know, like a sea green, more like a turquoise aqua. So I think I'm going to use that one. And I'm only going to put a little bit of that on this turtle along the shell because I think that would just be just a little bit to kind of add an extra little layer of, you know, another layer to the glass, and then also some visual interest. And this is chunky glitter that I think I got. Well, I know I got it on Amazon because I get most of my stuff from Amazon because it's just the greatest. And I think it's from Let's Resin. I'm not 100% sure. If I can find the link, I'll put it in the description. I should have opened the bottle first. I've got to figure out how to handle that squeeze bottle. But one-handed application there. Oh yeah, that's a pretty color. So I'm just putting a little bit of this chunky glitter on there. And isn't that pretty? It's like an emerald green, isn't it? So tap it off. That's perfect. That's a perfect amount, just enough on that little turtle. And let's get the next one. And on this one, I'm just going to do the top part of that shell. And I really do need to get some new ink for my printer. I think the color is just off. I don't usually print in color that much, but of course for a water slide it would be nice to have the colors a little bit more crisp, but I'll need to go sell a kidney to afford the ink. It's so expensive. So just tapping a little bit on here. Don't want very much, but I love that color. All right, so tap, tap, tap. I'm going to set these aside and let them dry fully, and we'll come back. Right, next step is cleaning off excess glitter, which is, I'm just taking my same brush. It's a nice little brush from the Dollar Tree. Awesome. All right, now it's time for resin. KSRESIN liquidy split, pre-mixed. Oh, this dog. And then I'm going to split off a little bit of a little bit in a cup because I need to do my white waves. And then I'm going to put a little bit of white. I'm going to do 2 drops. Do 4 drops. And that is in that cup. And in this cup, the color I'm trying to recreate is this sea glass green that I don't know if you can really see the color green that this is. Really pretty, kind of an aqua. And I have this Sesso mica powder in aqua. And I think this might be the trick. So I'm not going to put very much because I want it to be translucent. So I'm estimating this is probably about a 1/4 teaspoon. I'm going to start with that because I can always add more. And you really don't need that much mica powder to color this resin unless you want it to be really solid. All right, we're going to try that. Use this little stick again. And I'm going to put it all over the glass. And then we are going to put the white waves. I think this color is going to be good. This is going to be good. All right. Heat gun. Let's go ahead and get this plugged in. All right. Glasses are cleaned. Again, oh yeah, look at that. That's going to be good. That is going to be perfect. Going right over that water slide. Not going all the way to the edge, even though KSRESIN is completely food safe. You don't need a thick layer on the glass because it just does not need to be as thick as, say, what you would have on a tumbler that needs to be a little bit more resilient to bumps and bruises and whatnot. I'm going to put a little on the bottom. And I think the reason why you don't need a lot is if you bump your glass, your wine glass, hard enough to crack it, to crack the resin, you've broken the glass. So you're naturally going to be probably a little bit more careful with a wine glass than you would a tumbler. Your tumbler, you can put it in your gym bag, in the armrest of your car, whatever, cup holder, I mean. So you just don't need that super thick layer on a wine glass. Oh, that's really, really pretty. That color is perfect. I probably could have put maybe a little bit more on there, but that's a really good color. All right, and so now I'm going to just mix up the white. And add some waves. And this is the gold alcohol ink. I have mixed 1-to-1, so 1 part regular gold alcohol ink to 1 part isopropyl alcohol in a little needle nose dropper. And this just dilutes that alcohol ink a little bit, and just sort of I don't know. And evidently my microphone cut out again, so I lost all sound on this video. What I was trying to say was I like diluting the metallic alcohol inks because the metallics just tend to take over everything, especially this gold. I don't know what it is about this gold, and I think the copper too. It just is such a strong color when it's not diluted. So I like diluting it, and this is just a needle nose dropper. I think I got these from Temu, and they're not the best quality, but they work. And it's just 1 part alcohol ink to 1 part isopropyl alcohol, and it's really creating this nice wispy effect, just a kind of a background metallic effect. All right, now I have my heat gun and I have it on a low heat, high air setting, and I am just using that to, a couple of things. I'm pushing the white out. You see that? I'm pushing the white and creating the waves and trying to get some lacing, which I can get a lot of times. And it's just spreading the ink out. It's spreading that white out. And of course it's popping bubbles too. And as it heats up the resin, it's letting the resin kind of flow around the glass and create really, really cool patterns. The hardest part about this is not getting too close to the resin, and also not staying in one spot for very long. And then also knowing when to stop. So when I get a good look that I want, I stop, because I have tinkeritis, as you know, and it's a real disease. And my voice is hoarse today. I don't know what is going on. I don't know if it's allergies or what. But the main thing is just pushing that white out, creating those nice wispy, cloudy waves, and trying to get some good lacing. And I think I do end up getting some nice lacing with this. Super pretty. I've got a little bit of the white on top of that turtle's head. So I think I'm going to let it spin around. Try not to overdo it too much. Let's let him come around. Yeah, I need to blow that out a little bit more. The other one's fine, but I think I need to move the white a little bit on that one. Here we go. See, you're just able to take your heat gun and just kind of direct the resin where you want. Oop, little jiggle there. All right, let's let these spin and cure overnight. Come back and see what we got. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, look. Oh my word. Oh my word. Look at the color. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is perfect. This is absolutely the translucency that I wanted. Oh, look at that. I can feel the glitter, so the glitter is not completely flat, and I may go ahead and put another layer of clear. I'm not sure. I may just see, it's not really chunky. You can feel it. It's just like a ridge. Really, really happy with that. That is just perfect. Let's do the other one. Oh, I did get lacing on this one. I was afraid that lacing wouldn't hold, but it did. I got lacing on the gold a little bit, but definitely this white. That is really cool. Okay, let's So migrated a little bit over his head, but that's okay. Can see just a little bit of glitter there. We just put a little bit on this one. Not as happy with this one as I am the other one, but still am. I mean, it's pretty. The color is perfect. The color I am so excited about. These are going in my booth. Did get some resin on the bottom. I think I did resin these though. Yeah, I did resin, put the resin on the bottoms of these, but they're level, like put them down, they're level. Happy with the rim. It didn't go all the way to the top, and I do like that uneven edge. So yeah, we're good. All right. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And give this a try. Happy crafting. Appreciate you very much. Bye.